tech support is kinda in the middle of my ratings involving the first Choose Your Own ending and the second Choose Your Own ending. Mainly the fact that this is mainly about Twilight Sparkle just trying to text back Temple Sprouts, if I got his name right correctly, on how to reply back. And the issue I have with this is that isn't Twilight interested in technology unlike her counterpart? Because since this version of Twilight lives in a world where technology is way advanced, shouldn't she actually get used to it? Granted, I can understand that she was from from Crystal Prep, but at the same time, after The Legend of Everfree and the Magical Movie Night shorts, isn't she mostly accustomed to most of the stuff that's been going on in Canterlot High? This is the kind of development that really made me think that this is something that can actually work for not really an off-screen thing, but something that Twilight can learn during Legend of Everfree and then maybe in Magical Movie Night. But considering the fact that she wasn't a focus, and it was considering that her focus was about Midnight Sparkle, and in Magical Movie Night she didn't have much of a purpose, I honestly think that her motivations in this, I can see that happening in real life, but what she's worrying about is emojis. Yeah, emojis. And she needs support from Fluttershy, Rarity, and Sunset Shimmer in order to actually respond back the right way. Now, here's something that I just don't think that this Choose Your Own ending worked for me. It's the fact that emojis are one of the most infamous when it comes to texting back. And whenever someone uses an emoji, it's basically their reaction. And if you actually expect someone to record their face and completely put it all on her phone, on the text message app, that would probably be a lot too much and probably be a waste of time. These type of questions is just really difficult for me to take it seriously, even though that this is something that this short can actually do when it comes to involving characters like Twilight, Sunset, Fluttershy, and Rarity. As for the endings, for the first time, neither one of these endings are considered one of my favorites. Not to say that they're bad, it's just kind of a way to actually have Twilight learn something about messaging back to impress Timber. I can understand why she needs to impress Timber, but considering the fact that she already did that by taking him to a space observatory in the same short that I've uploaded for this month earlier, then I honestly think that these endings didn't feel very necessary. I know I'm not giving this any more credit, but I really think that Twilight should actually understand the basics of actually doing texting with other friends. She can handle the rain booms, but not Temple Sprouts. It just doesn't usually fit like that. Whether you ship them or not, which you probably heard my rant about them if you saw my Star-Crossed reviewed, then I honestly think that Twilight will probably get along with Timber at this point. Sunset's ending is, well, considering the fact that you're shippers of this, which, no offense, but I'm not, you're probably are going to be overthrilled whenever you see Sunset completely calling Timber on just trying to help Twilight out. I'm sorry, but even the fact that she's just trying to help, it just doesn't usually work for me. And as for the other ending involving Rarity, I would say that it's the better out of the three, but that's not saying much. I honestly think that she's pretty much the last option that Hasbro can use for this ending, mainly because they don't know how to do with the other characters. Well, and considering the fact that this isn't going to be the only time we're going to see Twilight making a choice on one of her friends, I think it really goes to show onto why the other characters are not replacing royalty's rawness. I mean, look at this. As much as I really think that this is a good way to actually see how all this can actually work in the real world, but with one person just worrying about texting someone back, this is something that longer teenagers should actually experience. And royalty, Twilight, and the Wayne Rooms are like 15 or 16, so whenever I actually see them worrying about this, even if it's good education, it just doesn't usually work. If it was happening with the other characters like Apple Bloom and her friends, I can easily accept that. But here, even though that Twilight is mainly worried of what she's doing or what she goes through if something's new, it just doesn't usually make me interested to actually see her experiences with texting with other characters. Yeah, I'm not giving this any credit, but at the same time, I'm not calling this awful. Like I said, this is better than the first short, but not better than the second short that I reviewed. I give this a 6.25 out of 10. I'm trying to be a bit nice, but at the same time, I honestly think that this short didn't need to exist, but considering the fact that Hasbro wants to make 10 choose your own endings for the first season, I honestly think that they're trying to completely do everything in their power to have season 1 be its own thing, as so much to the point that I'm honestly surprised that they didn't have the thought of adding multiple choose your own endings other than 3. But then that's way too much and over-exaggerating from someone who actually watched this show and have a different analysis since 2016.